Hey everyone, Mitch from Rain and Pause here. Couple of announcements before we start today's video. I have my fluid art doodle templates available up on my website, which is rainandpause.com.au. So you may not be able to see these properly. Let me try and focus my camera. So these are a series of exercises that I've put together to help you build the skills necessary to do embellishments and doodles on your artwork. They're only $5 each template, which I think is pretty good steal. And even if you're not using them to embellish your artworks, they're great for the kids. They're very entertaining, and they just teach you how to follow the lines and get you into the rhythm of making patterns that you can transfer onto your artworks with acrylic paint markers. My fluid art workshops are still available. There are still spots. There are 4 workshops in total starting in May. There's one in June, one in July, and one in October. Head to rainandpause.com/workshops. Links up on the screen now. And book your workshop today. They're in Penrith, held by me. We'll be learning how to create these amazing Dutch paws that I'll flash up on the screen. Yeah, it'll just be a hell of a lot of fun. And also, PawCon is happening in Las Vegas in August, which is absolutely amazing. I can't believe I'm being flown over there to, you know, meet everybody and finally get a chance to go to the USA. So that's going to be an amazing 3 days of fun. So August 6th till 9th, live in Las Vegas, Green Valley Ranch Hotel and Resort. Get your tickets at pawcon.com. Alright guys, now it's time to get on with the video. Hello everybody, and thank you for tuning in to the Wild Roots Earth Day collaboration. I'm Mitch from Rain and Pause, and I'm doing a voiceover for this one because this video went for over 2 hours with all the painting and everything. So I thought I'd speed it all up for you so you don't have to sit through my monotonous talking. So Earth Day is held every year on April 22nd, and it's a way to raise awareness about the decline of our planet, the effects of global warming and all sorts of other nasty stuff that's happening, and to try and keep it nice and pristine for future generations. So to celebrate that, we're doing artworks with the theme of wild roots, and that's anything to do with nature. So what I've got going on here, I've got 2 16 by 20 canvases, and I've done one in a light blue background, which you're seeing now, and I'm just drizzling on some This Little Piggy pigments mixed into my regular Shelley Art blue medium. The colours I'm using are Rose Quartz, Ball Gown, and Brulee, which are the interference colours. And for my other colours, I have Horizon, Submarine, Honeycomb, Echeveria, Emerald, Constellation I believe is in there, and there's one more and I can't remember what that is, but I'm basically just drizzling those on using my stir sticks. I think there's mango in here as well. Parakeet. It's parakeet, guys. Don't stress, it's parakeet. So yeah, I'm just drizzling those on, not in any particular way, just trying to make the basis of my tree. And in the background at the top there, I used interference colours. I used sequins and Pinot Gris to try and get a little bit of definition and detail in the back. Now what I'm doing is using my Fluid Art Co number 28 little spatula, and I'm dabbing on some gloss gel to make some texture. Now gloss gel will dry transparent, so you should still be able to see the colours underneath when this is dry. Now once it was dry, and you can't see it because it is perfectly transparent, once it was dry, I took some This Little Piggy Zeus on a large flat fluffy makeup brush, and I've dry brushed that on. And then I'm going to paint in some details, or draw in some details, with my Artistro gold paint marker. So the Artistro markers are acrylic based paint markers with a really fine tip, and they're fantastic for doodling on. And I have to give a shout out to Nikki D from Nikki D Art for putting me onto these, because they're absolutely wonderful and they go on really smooth, they dry nice and shiny, and they've got a really good range of colours. So you can find these on Amazon. These are Artistro, Artistro, and yeah, really great for doodling on your artworks. Now I'm going to add in a circle here. The idea on this side is to be the night sky, so I'm adding in a moon, and for that I've just got some TLP sterling mixed in with a little bit of gloss varnish, and then I'm also going to add some This Little Piggy Whitehaven, and those 2 colours, when you add them wet, give a really good moon texture. I was really surprised by it actually. And then on the other side I am using This Little Piggy Rosé mixed with a bit of varnish, and I'm doing some cherry blossoms in my tree. Once this is dry, I go over with a purple Artistro marker just to add some details in the center. And there is a video missing from this whole artwork, so I don't know where that's gone, but I'll explain what's happened in the end. So I've got my This Little Piggy Rosé mixed into a cup again, and I'm just going around a circle here to make a sun. So I've got Rosé and I have This Little Piggy Zeus, and that's going to make my sun at sunset. Okay, so here I'm drawing in a chair swing in front of my moon, and I'm drawing a little stalk in front of my sun. So for the chair swing, I've used my Artistro marker in the charcoal colour to make the chains, and then to make the tyre itself, nice dark silvery colour, and then I end up going over this with a black fine line marker afterwards. And then to make my stalk, I'm using a white Artistro marker with the yellow and the orange to make the legs and beak. And once this was dry, I added just a little bit of This Little Piggy Whitehaven mixed with some varnish, just in select areas to provide highlights to the stalk. Then once this is dry, I'm going to give it a coat of varnish and it will be ready to show you the final result. So my pieces are finally varnished. I applied a coat of varnish yesterday, second one this morning, and they are dry and ready to hang. This is the final product. I am very, very pleased with how these ones turned out. For something that I had no idea what I was doing throughout this entire process, I think they turned out really cool. I showed Lisa and Billy and Brie, and the consensus is, this is art. Lisa said, oh my God, it's actual art. Like everything else I do is absolute crap. But to be fair, the picture that I did show them had the pieces this way, and Lisa really liked the orientation of that. So maybe I will play around with a few different things and making this a quadriptych instead of a duo. So on the right we have the night sky, the golden leaves falling in the autumn with a little chair swing in front of the moon, and on this side we have my little stalk flying in front of the sun and the cherry blossoms blowing off into the wind. Definitely an abstract artwork, something very different for me compared to my usual pouring, but overall very happy with how they've turned out. Lots of little things I could change, like I didn't mix my paint properly in the base here, and I did try to touch this up, which was a no-no because I've got lumps and bumps and some texture, and this one's got a little bit of texture in the paint as well. So let me show you these close up. Let's focus, there we go. Look at all the beautiful piggies shining in there. So the edges are obviously drippy, so I will paint these black, and then I may put these in a floating frame. But you can see how lovely and glossy that Jo Sonja gloss varnish makes everything here. And this is the daytime one. So we use the exact same paints except for the base color, and you can see we've got a totally opposite looking result, but look how bright and shiny they are in that sun there. And because I used the matte paint with the marker for the stalk, let's get a little close up on that, with just a little bit of TLP Whitehaven in there to give it a little bit of shimmer. Again, really happy with these. Don't forget Earth Day is April 22nd. Keeping our planet pristine for future generations. And I'm so glad you could have joined us for this little collaboration. It's not really a collaboration, more of a theme for all of us artists to get together and do something for a common cause. So check out a lot of the other artists in this collaboration. If I find the list of who's in it, I'll put that in the description below. And thank you, Nate Bright, for the suggestion of organising all of this and for putting it all together. It's much appreciated. Alright guys, don't forget, if you like what I'm doing here, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.